Hello friends, welcome to the channel Physics by IITians.
Hello friends, welcome to the 7th lecture of electrostatics, and in this video lecture we shall learn about very basic problems, how to solve those problems, and if you find these problems at the examination then you can solve it easily. So please watch this video. This is a totally problem based video here. I will tell very little theory. Okay, the first question that we shall discuss is, suppose 3-point charges, that is plus q and minus 2q, placed at the vertices of an equilateral triangle. So what will be the dipole moment for this configuration? So here this is, suppose we are taking this plus q charge, this plus q charge here, and this is minus 2q charge. Now first you should calculate the total charge, that is capital Q, which is plus q minus 2q, that is 0. So the dipole choice of origin is independent. Okay, so you may choose origin here or anywhere else, but it doesn't matter that where is the choice of your origin, it will not going to affect the result, and we have already discussed this in our dipole moment and dipole calculation video. So here let us, for calculation, easier simpler calculation, we choose the origin at point plus q. So what will be the dipole moment with respect to this origin, that is q plus q into 0 plus q into a l cap l vector, that is, if the this is an, or I cap rather say, we should tell it as I cap. Okay, so q into a I cap, and this one, that is minus 2q. For minus 2q you have to go along the x direction a by 2 and along the y direction, that is this much. So what is the distance? That is this much is a by 2, this much is a, so this one you will get it as root 3 by 2 a, and it will be along y, that is j cap. Okay, so first you should go along x, a by 2 I cap plus root 3 by 2 a j cap. So minus 2q into the distance from this one. So the total configuration, you just simplify this, 0 plus q a I cap minus q a I cap minus q root 3 a j cap, which will give you minus j cap root 3 a q. So this is the dipole moment for this configuration. The next question, suppose these are the continuous discrete charge distribution. What will be for the continuous charge distribution? Same kind of question. Here just only the difference that the charges is continuous. So suppose the question in the form, that is, consider a circular disk of radius a in the xy plane, centered on the origin and containing a surface charge density, that is sigma, which is a function of r and theta, is sigma naught r cos theta, where theta is the angle made by the position vector with a fixed diameter chosen as x-axis. So this is the theta angle, or theta prime here as it is written. Now find the dipole moment of the charge configuration. So let us take some elementary charge distribution first, and this is a small element. So the small element has a surface amount of r dr prime into d theta prime, and it is located about the point r prime from the origin, making an angle theta prime with respect to x-axis. So we can write for this dipole moment about the origin, that is P equals to integration over r dq. Why integration? Because dq is continuously distributed. That's why earlier we get q into r, here we will take integration over dq into r. That's all. So now find out, this is r prime because we have taken this smaller elementary charge. So integration over r prime into dq. Now r prime is x prime I cap plus y prime j cap. Okay, assuming the coordinates are x prime and y prime at this elementary point. And sigma is sigma naught into r prime cos theta prime, and d, here into r prime d theta prime into dr prime. Okay, so the dq will be sigma into ds. So ds will be for the two dimension, that is area for the spherical charge distribution, we get ds as or dA as r prime dr prime d theta prime. So just now you have to put the limit. So if we assume this sphere of or circular disc, not sphere, sorry, this circular disc of radius a, so we will take the r limit from 0 to a and theta limit from 0 to 2 pi and just simplify it, you will get the value I cap sigma naught pi a to the power 4 by 4. Okay. Friends, hope you understand how do you find this kind of dipole moment for the continuous charge distribution. So earlier we discussed about the work done or the potential electrostatic potential energy. So this is an example for that question, for this kind of question, that three charges are situated at the corners of a square, each having side A, as shown in this figure. How much work does it take to bring in another charge, that is plus q, from far away and place it in the fourth corner? So here plus q and minus q charges are already here. And you have to take another charge, that is plus q, and which was situated earlier at plus infinity. You have to bring this at the corner position or in the fourth corner. So what will be how much work you have to do? Okay. So the answer, that we all know that the potential configuration for this charge configuration, potential V equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught sum of Qi by Rij, where Rij is the distance between Qi and Qj. And you have to apply the superposition of charges or superposition of forces or superposition of voltages. So here, suppose I am taking this Qi as Q1. So whenever there for this Q1, the charge V is 0 because one charge cannot exert force on itself. It should be either 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. Okay. So the charges for this one, the potential is minus Q1 Q by A. For the next charge, that is Q by 2A. Oh, sorry. Actually, for this charge, we have to take this charge. We have to account the other charges, because whenever we are taking this charge, we have to take care of this charge at position 1, the charge at position 2, and the charge at position 3. Okay. So the force that on this charge Q4 for this charge at position 1, that is minus Q, will be the due to the voltage at that position 1 for that charge minus Q. Here minus is actually minus Q. Look here, this is minus Q plus Q minus Q. That's why the sign is minus plus minus. So at this point charge which I want to take, it will have it will have some potential from this charge, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus q by a. Why a? Because this is the distance between them. Okay. And for the next charge, that is for the charge 2, it will become this one. I mean the distance between 2 and 4 is root 2a, because this one is a, this one is a, so it will become root 2a. So the charge on this will become plus q, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught will be common, so q by r will become q by root 2a. And for the third charge, this will give a potential to this charge plus 4 at the fourth corner is minus q divided by a, provided 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is outside. So do you understand? We have to take all the potentials due to 1, 2, 3 at the point 4. So what will be the voltage for these three charges? That is q by 4 pi epsilon naught a minus 2 plus 1 by root 2. Now what will be the work done? That is q into v. Okay. So it will become q square by 4 pi epsilon naught a minus 2 plus 1 by root 2. Now there is another question, part B, that how much work does it take to assemble the whole configuration of 4 charges? earlier I was first telling that answer actually. So suppose here what is the question, that how you want to assemble this whole configuration, that is minus q plus q minus q and plus q. Okay, so how much now you have to work, or how much work you have to expense for this assemble of 4 charges. Now for the first one, suppose there was no other charges, so it will get no force or no potential, so W1 will be 0. But for the next charge, it will exert a force, it will exert a potential, so Q, that is minus Q divided by A, so W2 will be Q2 into V, or Q into V plus Q into V, so that will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q into plus Q divided by A. For W3, it will be the, due to the superposition of 2 on 1 as well as 3 on 1. Okay, so 2 on 1 will be minus q square by a, and 3 on 1 will be plus q square by root 2a. And for the fourth charge, we have already find out that it will become q square by 4 pi epsilon naught a minus 2 plus 1 by root 2. Okay, so what will be the total? Total electrostatic potential energy is the sum of all the W1, W2, W3, W4 terms. So it will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 q square by a minus 2 plus 1 by root 2. So you may face this kind of problems, and these are very simple. Just put your logic and calculate it. It will give you very fast. I mean, this kind of questions are very easy to solve. So don't worry. This is your homework, this one, that an uncharged spherical conductor centered at the origin has a cavity of some weird shape curved out of it. So somewhere within the cavity is a charge, small q. Now question is, what is the field outside the sphere? So this is the conductor and this is a spherical conductor. Okay, and this is a centered at the origin, and here is a cavity that is a weird shaped cavity. Okay, and now within the cavity there is a charge plus q. Now what is the field outside the sphere? Now what do you think? Please comment the answer. So we have our full length test. We have also the interview scheme. Hope you all know. So the next subject wise test is also activated on 10th October, and the next test will be a test on statistical mechanics and thermodynamics, electrodynamics test, and mathematical physics all have been done. And you can contact with us if you want to know how our interview session are going on with our students. And also if you wish to join this test series, this is very beneficial for you to prepare for GATE, NET, JAM like examinations, TFR physics. So contact us more on the Telegram channel.